A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a surprising move that has sent shockwaves through the automotive sector, President-elect Donald Trump has threatened to impose a staggering 25% tariff on all goods imported from Canada and Mexico. This announcement, made via social media, has led to a significant drop in shares of major automakers, particularly General Motors and Stellantis, as investors brace for the potential economic fallout. The automotive industry has long relied on Mexico for lower-cost production, especially since the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, was enacted in 1994. According to UBS, the automotive sector accounts for 26% of imports from Mexico to the U.S., which includes vehicles and their parts. With nearly every major automaker operating in the U.S. having factories in Mexico, the implications of Trump's tariff threats are profound. General Motors, which operates 5 large assembly plants in Mexico, saw its shares plummet by 9%, closing at $54.79. Stellantis, the parent company of Chrysler, experienced a 5.7% drop, closing at $12.61. Ford Motor Company, while less exposed to the two countries, still faced a decline of 2.6%, closing at $11.10. Other automakers like Toyota and Honda also felt the pressure, with their stocks closing down by 3% or less. Trump's proposed tariffs are not only aimed at Canada and Mexico. He has also indicated plans to raise tariffs on Chinese imports by an additional 10%. This aggressive stance marks a departure from expectations that his administration would seek to renegotiate the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, which was designed to replace NAFTA. The potential tariffs could effectively dismantle the regional free trade agreement that has facilitated cross-border trade for decades. Automakers have remained tight-lipped regarding the implications of these tariffs, with spokespeople from GM and Stellantis declining to comment. However, Ford took a more vocal stance, emphasizing its commitment to building vehicles in America. In an email statement, Ford highlighted its role as the largest assembler of vehicles in the U.S., employing the most American workers and exporting the most vehicles from America to other markets. Analysts on Wall Street have interpreted Trump's tariff threats as a strategic move to gain leverage in upcoming negotiations with Canada and Mexico. BofA Securities' Carlos Capistran stated that the tariffs are likely a tactic to extract favorable economic and political outcomes. Barclays' Dan Levy echoed this sentiment, suggesting that such a magnitude of tariffs is unlikely to materialize, viewing the announcement as part of negotiation tactics reminiscent of Trump's previous approach in 2016. Both Trump and members of Congress from both parties believe that the trade deal must be revised to address the growing influence of Chinese manufacturers like BYD. During his campaign, Trump floated several tariff proposals, including a remarkable 200% duty on imported vehicles from Mexico and threats to increase tariffs on European vehicles. The potential impact of these tariffs extends beyond the automotive industry, as they are expected to raise consumer prices significantly. Trump justified the tariffs by arguing they would compel Canada, Mexico, and China to address drug trafficking and immigration issues. In a series of Truth Social posts, he stated that the tariffs would remain in effect until these countries took action to resolve these issues. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum responded to Trump's announcement by suggesting that Mexico could retaliate with tariffs on U.S.-made goods, warning that a trade war could jeopardize companies operating in both countries. Importantly, tariffs tend to affect consumers more than the countries they are imposed on. Companies that import goods often pass the cost of tariffs onto consumers, leading to higher prices in stores and effectively acting as a regressive tax on American consumers. A study of Trump's tax policy during his campaign revealed that the majority of Americans would face tax increases due to his proposed tariffs, with the lowest income earners experiencing the most significant impact. Retailers, including executives from Walmart, AutoZone, and Black & Decker, have acknowledged that consumers would bear the brunt of price increases resulting from these tariffs. Black & Decker CEO, Donald Allen Jr., stated that there would undoubtedly be price increases associated with the tariffs. As the automotive industry and consumers brace for potential economic upheaval, many are left wondering how these proposed tariffs will reshape trade relations and impact everyday Americans. With the inauguration date of January 20th fast approaching, the clock is ticking for Canada and Mexico to address Trump's demands and negotiate a resolution that could avert a trade war. The unfolding situation remains dynamic, and it will be crucial to monitor the developments as they emerge in the coming weeks and months. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.